Welcome to the ACE Project, brought to you by the Literacy.io team at Texas A&M University. I'm your host, Ashley Stack, also known as Captain Comprehension. We are so excited you'll be joining us on this reading journey and hope you and your child enjoy this time together. So get comfy, rev up your brains, and get ready to think, because we are ready to help you become a comprehension detective.
Welcome back, Super Readers. My name is Captain Comprehension, and I am here to guide you as you become a comprehension detective. Welcome to week 30 of our podcast. 1 year ago, we launched our very first podcast during the month of October. I hope you've been enjoying them since. This week, we're going to read Marisol McDonald Doesn't Match by Monica Brown. Marisol McDonald is a girl that enjoys being unique. Throughout our story, we'll read about how when Marisol tries to be like everyone else, she encountered a problem. Let's read to find out what Marisol learns about being yourself. Before we begin reading, let's go over some important vocabulary that will help us better understand the story. Our first term is clash. Clash is when clothes do not match or look good together. A synonym or word that means the same might be mismatch, discord, or contrast. And an antonym or opposite might be match or blend. In Spanish, desentonar. Look at these outfits. They definitely clash. Our second term is suggest. Suggest means to give plans or ideas for someone to think about. A synonym or word that means the same might be propose, recommend, or advise. And an antonym or opposite would be discourage, deter, or caution. In Spanish, it's segurir. This lady is suggesting a book to her friend. Then we have the term scrunches. Scrunches means to squeeze or crush into a different shape. A synonym or word that means the same might be crumple, crinkle, or crease. And an antonym or opposite would be expand, outstretch, or enlarge. In Spanish, it's estrujar. Pause your video. It's time to start those texting surveys. Text in POD30, that's POD30, to 866-903-2545. This will get your questions started. What words help the reader understand the meaning of clash? A. Brother says. B. Don't match. C. Those pants. D. That shirt. An antonym for the word suggest might be A. Match. B. Discourage. C. Propose. D. Expand. It's time for us to read our story. I hope you enjoy Marisol McDonald Doesn't Match. My name is Marisol McDonald, and I don't match. At least that's what everyone tells me. I play soccer with my cousin Tato, and he says, Marisol, your skin is brown like mine, but your hair is the color of carrots. You don't match. Actually, my hair is the color of fire, I say, and kick the ball over Tato's head and into the goal. My brother says, Marisol, those pants don't match that shirt. They clash. But I love green polka dots and purple stripes. I think they go great together. Don't you? I also love peanut butter and jelly burritos and speaking Spanish, English, and sometimes both. Can I have a puppy? A furry, sweet perrito? I ask my parents. Por favor. Quizás, Mommy says. Maybe, Dad says, smiling and winking. My teacher, Mrs. Apple, doesn't like the way I sign my name. Marisol McDonald, she says. This doesn't match. At school, we learn to print and use cursive, but not at the same time. But I like the way Marisol McDonald looks. At recess, Ollie and Emma want to play pirates, and Noah wants to play soccer. How about soccer playing pirates, I suggest. No way, they say, so I run off to play on the swings by myself. After recess, we have art, my favorite subject. I think my drawings surprise my friends. At lunch, Ollie walks over to me and scrunches his nose. A peanut butter and jelly burrito, he asks. I know, I say. It doesn't match, but it sure tastes good. Marisol, you couldn't match if you wanted to, Ollie says. Oh yeah? I bet I can. The next day, I wake up and decide that today I, Marisol McDonald, will match. It's a little hard to find clothes that are all the same color. I play pirates with Ollie at recess, but it's not very fun. Why can't pirates play soccer anyway? I have a regular peanut butter and jelly sandwich at lunch, and the bread tastes mushy. Even art class is a little boring. Marisol, Miss Apple says, what's wrong? This doesn't look like your usual work. I'm trying to match, I say with a frown. Why? asks Miss Apple. I can't think of a single good reason. At the end of the day, Miss Apple hands me a note. I open it and it says, Marisol, I want you to know that I like you just the way you are, because the Marisol McDonald that I know is a creative, unique, bilingual, Peruvian, Scottish American, soccer playing artist and simply marvelous. Miss Jamiko Apple. I skip all the way home. When I wake up on Saturday, I put on my pink shirt, my polka dot skirt, and my favorite hat, the one my abuelita brought me from Peru. At breakfast, I say, my name is Marisol McDonald, and I don't match because I don't want to. Bravo, says Mommy. Good for you, says Dad. Now let's go to the pound and get a puppy. When we get to the pound, there are big dogs and little dogs. There are dogs with long noses and dogs with smushed faces. There are chocolate-colored puppies and smoky gray puppies and puppies the color of caramel. How will I ever choose? Then I see him. He has one floppy ear and one pointy ear, one blue eye and one brown eye. He is beautiful. I walk over and he leaps into my lap. I cuddle him and it sounds like he purrs. I think we found just the right dog for you, Marisol, Mommy says. My puppy is perfect. He's mismatched and simply marvelous, just like me. I think I'll name him Kitty. What a great story, Super Readers. Now I hope you were thinking, what is the text structure of Marisol McDonald Doesn't Match? Here are some of the clues that I heard. Don't match. They clash. She gets told you couldn't match if you wanted to. It's hard. Her teacher likes her the way she is. And in the end, she says, I don't match because I don't want to. That sure sounds a lot like a solution to me. Use your text structure bookmark and see if you can figure out the text structure for Marisol McDonald. Was it a comparison? Was there a cause and some effect? Was there a problem and a solution? Or was there a cause, problem, and solution? Pause your videos and text in your answer. What is the text structure of the passage? A. Comparison. B. Cause and effect. C. Problem and solution. D. Cause, problem, and solution. Hey detectives, let's use what we learned to write a main idea. So I identified the text structure as being cause, problem, and solution. So use the sentence stems, the cause is, the problem is, and the solution is. Text in your answer now. When you're ready, press play to see what I wrote. Here's my main idea, detectives. The cause is Marisol is different from the other kids in her class. The problem is she is challenged to be like everyone else and she's not happy. The solution is her teacher reminded her it's okay to be different. How does your main idea compare to mine? It's time for us to use our main ideas to answer a multiple choice main idea question. Remember, the answer we're looking for should contain the cause, the problem, and the solution. Here we go. What is the best main idea of this selection? A. Marisol felt left out because she was different. She tried changing herself, but that made her unhappy until her teacher told her it was okay to be different. B. Marisol liked wearing polka dots with stripes, eating peanut butter and jelly burritos, and playing pirate soccer. Marisol did many things that were different. C. Marisol's parents took her to the pound to pick a puppy. She found one that was different from the others. She was happy to be mismatched. D. Marisol started matching her clothes and doing things other kids do, but she didn't like how it made her feel. She thought it was boring. Text in your answer now. Welcome back, detectives. Let's extend our main idea to write a summary for this passage. Here's my main idea. Let's think back about some details you might be able to add. The cause is Marisol is different from the other kids in her class. The problem is she is challenged to be like everyone else, and she is not happy. The solution is her teacher reminded her it's okay to be different. Pause your video and discuss some details you could add to your cause, your problem, and your solution with your adult partner. When you're ready, press play to see my summary. Welcome back. Here's the summary I wrote. The cause is Marisol is different from the other kids in her class. She likes to wear mismatched clothes, eat peanut butter and jelly burritos, write cursive and print at the same time, and play mixed-up games at recess. The problem is she is challenged to be like everyone else, and she is not happy. Playing pirates is not very fun. Art class is boring, and finding matching clothes is hard. The solution is her teacher, Miss Apple, reminded her it's okay to be different. She wrote Marisol a note telling her she likes her the way she is, and Marisol even finds a mismatched puppy that she names Kitty. Okay, detectives, let's use our summaries to answer a multiple choice summary question. Here we go. What is the best summary of the selection? A. Marisol McDonald is different from the other kids in her class. She likes to wear mismatched clothes, eat peanut butter and jelly burritos, write cursive and print at the same time, and play mixed-up games at recess. Her cousin tells her that even her hair doesn't match her skin. B. Marisol McDonald is different from the other kids in her class. Her friends Ollie and Emma do not want to play her mixed-up games. Marisol feels left out, so she decides to play games the typical way, dress in matching clothes, and eat her peanut butter and jelly like everyone else. In art class, she paints a picture that looks like the rest of the class, and this does not seem like as much fun. C. Marisol McDonald is different from the other kids. She wears mismatched clothes, eats peanut butter and jelly burritos, and plays mixed-up games. When Marisol decides to be like everyone else, she finds it's not fun. Her teacher wrote her a note to tell her she was great just the way she was. Marisol was happy being different after that. Pause your video and text in your answer now. Be sure to choose the one that contains the cause, the problem, the solution, and a few added details. You're doing great work, detectives. It's time for us to infer. Remember, when we infer, we use the information we read and some information we already have in our brains to draw a conclusion. Which sentence supports the idea that it is okay to be different? Why is Miss Apple important to the story? Before I show you the answer choices, I want you to pause and think about these questions. Which sentence from the story would you go back to show that it's okay to be different? And think about what Miss Apple did to help Marisol. When you're ready, press play. Which sentence supports the idea that it is okay to be different? A. Bravo, says Mommy. B. Good for you, says Dad. Now let's go to the pound and get a puppy. C. I skip all the way home. D. My name is Marisol McDonald and I don't match because I don't want to. Text in your answer now. Why is Miss Apple important to the story? A. She encourages Marisol to be herself. B. She corrects Marisol's handwriting. C. She punishes the kids who make fun of Marisol. D. She gives Marisol the puppy. Pause those videos and text in your answer. Thank you so much for joining us this week, Comprehension Detectives. I hope you enjoyed Marisol McDonald Doesn't Match and are true to yourself. I look forward to joining you again next month. Remember, we can all be super readers. This is Captain Comprehension signing off.